All right. So welcome to team training. Thank you everybody for being flexible. I know some of you will be watching the playback, and I appreciate, and I apologize again for last night. I was really excited to have everybody here, but my body said no. So thanks for being flexible. The first thing I wanted to touch base on was the announcement of Tracy Britt Cool stepping down as CEO. And to see how much you had each read about it, any questions you might have. Were you able to read the email, Cheryl?
No, not yet.
Okay, so
I came home and I took a nap, so.
Yeah. No, the announcement was made a week or so ago. So Tracy Britt Cool is our CEO, and she came in 5 years ago. We are owned by Berkshire Hathaway and have been for quite a long time. Berkshire Hathaway is Warren Buffett's company. So we've been owned by them for a while. Tracy came in, like I said, 5 years ago after the company had had quite a few years of decline. And she has just done such an amazing job of turning things around, of revamping everything. And the goal from the beginning was that she would stay until we were in a better place. We are in a better place now. So she is actually leaving not just Pampered Chef, but she's actually leaving Berkshire Hathaway too, because she's going to start her own company doing exactly what she just did with Pampered Chef, helping companies become better. So there's
awesome.
There's a really cool article that I'll post. It was written about her, just a little background about Tracy. She is kind of a phenom. Warren Buffett is amazing and is, known as the Oracle of Omaha. Pretty much whatever he says in business goes. And in business school, she actually reached out to him, and he hired her right out of school. Obviously, she had a lot of schooling, but he hired her right out of school, and she's been his right hand. So she is one hell of a smart woman, and we were damn lucky to have her. So all of these things that you see happening on a regular basis is a direct result of Tracy being here.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Andrew Trenor has been our Chief Technology Officer. He's been around for a few years. He is going to be stepping into the CEO role. I love Andrew. I've had a chance to talk with him at a couple of different incentive trips and meetings. He's fantastic. He's intelligent. He's very nice. He's personable. He's kind of the whole package. So Tracy won't be stepping down until March. So there's going to be 6 months of transition. Andrew is somebody from the inside, which is great because he already knows our company. He knows our philosophy, and he has had a huge job with doing the revamp in technology. So he's kind of tried and true. He's loved by everybody. So she has done an amazing job transitioning the company, making sure we have a really good foundation under us again. And Andrew is going to continue that legacy on. So there will be more about that. Nothing really is going to have any impact right now. Tracy isn't leaving until March, but I will post, an article that was posted on Market Watch about her stepping down and Andrew coming in. So if you wind up with any questions, let me know. But honestly, there won't be any. You won't really feel much of a difference, is my prediction, because he's been here for a while and he and Tracy have worked very tightly together. So I think it's a really smart match. So, like I said, if you wind up with questions, let me know. There'll be more announcements and everything as we get closer, but I just want to make sure that everybody was aware of that. So the next thing is, this is our 39th year anniversary. Our birthday is October 15th. So it's very exciting. I did a little story time today for Tip Tuesday. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that, watch it, because it'll give you a little bit of background of where we came from and how we started. So to celebrate, I'm not sure who has had a chance to see the amazing new consultant bonus for this month, but the kit, the starter kit, is $39.
Wow.
Not after a rebate, not if you do this, just $39, period. That's it. And the other two kits are also on sale. So it's huge. So people who have wanted to start but money has been an issue, this is a month for them. Okay. The details are going to be on the bottom of the flyer, the fine print. Always read the fine print. But let's say somebody, so the ultimate kit is coming down to $199. okay? So you can use a $50 kit credit, get the ultimate kit for $149. It's $1,100 worth of products for 149 bucks.
Wow.
Kind of crazy. Okay. And like I said, the starter kit is coming down to $39. So somebody could actually get the kit for free. Okay. So they could use a $50 kit credit. All they would wind up paying for is tax and shipping.
Wow.
Yeah. So the $50, obviously, like there'd be a little bit of a difference. There's no rebate or anything, but the kit is free for them. If that's what they want to do, if they really, don't want to spend the money, if they want to just get the kit, all they're going to be paying is tax and shipping. So it's phenomenal. So what we're going to do, we have this really fun contest challenge going on for October within our team. It's 39 for 39. The challenge is to ask 39 people to try Pampered Chef during the month of October. And I'm going to post graphics on this, and there's going to be a chart, but it's very simple. Just asking 39 different people throughout the month. So that will include any current hosts, any past hosts, guests, excuse me, friends, neighbors, colleagues, anybody that you haven't asked before, or anybody that you haven't asked in a while. 39 people, and anybody who is interested, then we all are going to partner up. I'll help with answering questions and getting them started. All you need to worry about is asking them. That's it, okay? So if you want to do like a few in one day, then all you have to think about is one a day. That's it, okay? And then you're going to have you have one day where you do a couple of extra. But here's what's going to happen when we do that. First of all, we're going to get way more comfortable with it, because anything that we practice, we get better at, right?
Right.
A lot of times we're afraid to try something new. What if I don't say it right? It's okay. So we are going to be asking, each of us be asking 39 people. So we're going to get more comfortable. We're going to wind up getting people who want to join the business, which is fantastic. So that means each person individually is going to wind up building their individual team, which is so much fun, because everything is better with a friend. And like I said, I will be there to take care of answering questions and doing training and all of that. All you need to do is ask them and then be a cheerleader. Like, that's it. I take care of the rest, okay? Your team winds up growing. You wind up helping somebody else out, and they may find something that they absolutely love. It may be something that is short-term, just to help pay for holidays. Maybe it's to pay for heating costs. Maybe it's to completely change their financial situation. So all we're doing is asking 39 people this month. And then there's a couple of bonuses going to be going on. Every single person, every consultant who does this is going to be going into a drawing for $39 worth of prizes. And basically what that means, it's a $39 gift card to wherever the winner wants, okay? It can be Amazon if you just want to do Amazon. If you love going to Macy's, if you want it all to Starbucks, it's up to the winner. So simply by asking 39 people, you go into a drawing for a $39 gift certificate of wherever you want. And then every single person who completes it will also be getting a bonus at the end of the promotion. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what happens when you ask 39 people this month? What do you enter it in to win?
Drawing for the gift card.
Yep, and everybody who completes it, what do they get?
Uh-oh.
Everyone's going to be getting a small prize.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, everyone's getting a prize for completing it, and then the grand prize is going to be a drawing for a $39 gift card to anywhere you want, okay? Just for asking people. That's it, okay? So if you're in Consultant's Corner, now I know you're going to have to flip a little bit, but we're going to do a couple of quick questions. So go into Consultant's Corner, and I'm actually going to, can you still see me, Cheryl?
No, I can.
Okay.
Let me hop on my computer. It'll take me a minute, but
That's fine, because I was going to say I'm going to share my, share my screen, just so you can see exactly where I'm going. But for those of you who are watching the replay, what you're going to want to do is go into Consultant's Corner, and
oh crap! I got a new. I was looking for I had a kickstand on my old case, and I got a new phone case today. It doesn't have a kickstand on it. So.
Right? Of course not. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. I think I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Okay. So once you go into Consultant's Corner, and I'll go back to the home so you can see exactly the starting point. Okay, so we're going to start on the home screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to where you see My Account. Click on My Account. And then we're going to scroll all the way down to Policies and Procedures. Cheryl, let me know when you're logged in.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay. So once we get to Policies and Procedures, we're going to go to Consultant Policy Guide. Now, I already have this up, so I'm just, oh no, I lied. Yes, I did, right here.
All right. Okay, so where do we, on My Account, you said?
Yep, go to My Account, and then you're going to scroll down to Policies and Procedures, and then click on Consultant Policy Guide. And you're going to want to go to page 40.
Okay, Consultant. All right.
Yep, and so if you've never actually been to the Consultant's Policy Guide before, this has pretty much answers every question you can come up with. Any of the technical stuff, anything that you want to know, it's all in here. So if you're ever at a loss and you've got a question, here's a fantastic resource. All right, so we're going to go to page 40.
Okay.
And your screen should look like this.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick review of consultant, senior consultant, team leader, and director, so everybody can understand what will be happening as we're asking 39 people each. Everybody will wind up adding people to their team, and you're going to be able to see the bonuses that wind up happening. Okay, so consultant is where many of you are starting right now, and so all you need to do is be active. That's it, $150 a month, and you're golden. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit too, so we can see. It's a little fuzzy. All right, so senior consultant. Senior consultant means you have one active recruit. So you're active and one person on your team. That's it. Both of you are active. And then look what happens. What do you wind up getting for overrides, Cheryl?
1% override on personal sales.
Mm-hmm.
1% override on personal recruit sales.
Yep.
50 pound per chef dollars recruiting bonus.
So the 50 PC bucks, that's going to be standard across the board, but check this out. For doing the same work, the same shows, now you're getting overrides as a senior consultant. Okay? Kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
All right, now look at team leader. What are the requirements? What do we have to have?
2 active lines, 750 in personal sales, and 2,500 in team sales.
So 2 active lines, what that means is 2 people that you have personally helped, okay? So 2 people that you've recruited, 2 people you've helped get started. So they both need to be active. Your minimum is 750, and then everybody added together is 2,500, okay? Now check out the overrides. What is it now, Cheryl?
2% on personal sales, 2% on personal recruit sales, 1% on indirect recruit sales.
That's right. So indirect means, right, let's say you recruited Kathy, okay? Kathy then recruited John. John is indirect to you. You directly recruited Kathy. Kathy recruited John. John is indirect to you. Does that make sense?
Okay, so then, okay.
All right, so you're getting 2% on Kathy and anybody that you personally help. And then whoever they recruit, you're getting a 1% override on them. So it's everybody.
Wow.
Cool, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, now check out director. So look at what the requirements are. So what do you read? What's the first thing that you read under promotion requirements?
5 active personal team consultants.
Okay, so this is in any configuration. So it could be that you recruit 2 people, and then between them, they recruit the other 3. That's possible, okay? It could be that you recruit all 5. It could be any configuration, okay? And then your minimum is going to stay 750, and then again, everybody added in is 5,000 in sales, okay?
Okay.
Now, start reading what the overrides are.
3% on personal team sales, 3% on first generation,
Mm-hmm.
and then a $10 activity bonus.
Right. So what that means now is 3% override on everybody. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start building other teams, you get a 1% override on the other teams. And then the $10 activity bonus. So let's say there's a total of 8 people on your team. If 7 of them are active, you get $70 just because they're active. That's on top of the overrides for your personal sales, on top of the overrides for the team sales. You get $10 for every active consultant. You know, that adds up?
Yeah.
Kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, as we are adding people, this is what is going to start to happen. And the cool thing is, the more people we help, the more bonus you wind up getting. So you never know how this could help somebody. You never know for sure whether they're going to say yes or no until you ask. Because every consultant who's been around for more than a day can tell you stories of somebody who so never in a million years thought they would ever say yes or ever host a party, and they did. And people they thought for sure would said no. So the only way to know is to ask. So you're going to be able to start earning overrides. You're going to be able to start earning these bonuses. And I got to tell you, it's way more fun with friends. It's way more fun with friends. Okay? All right. So that's all I wanted you to see while we were talking about it. But this is a great thing to just print and have up on your wall. Put it up somewhere so you always have it in front of you, because it doesn't take much to start building this. And once you start adding people and they start adding people, that's when the magic really starts to happen. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next thing we want to talk about is, how do we ask people? Like, who do we talk to? How do we say, you know, what do we do? What do you think is a good way to start the conversation, Cheryl? Like, what would you say to somebody?
Oh, good Lord. You had to ask me.
No, we're all family here. It's all good.
Well, like, because I had somebody that I was going to ask, because I noticed that they had attended one of our meetings. They had you had a meeting there a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So ask them if they found anything, you know, if they found anything useful from that meeting.
Yeah.
You know, were they thinking about joining, or were they just, you know, trying to get more information for now? Or
yeah, absolutely. And the cool thing is basically it's no different than asking if somebody wants a glass of water. Okay. All you're doing is offering somebody an opportunity. Okay. When you're out to dinner and the server says, "Would you like dessert?" Do you get pissed off because they asked you?
No.
No. Now, let me ask you this though. Let's say you're sitting at a table with 6 people. The server came over and asked 2 people if they wanted dessert, but didn't ask anybody else. How would you feel if you weren't one of those people getting asked?
Upset.
Yeah. That's why we ask everybody. We ask every single person every single time.
Yeah.
Now, when you're at an in-person party, it seems a little bit more obvious because, you know, people are going to overhear, they're going to talk. But you know what? In-person parties are no different than online parties, because most of the people in online parties are friends.
Yeah. I did ask one person the other day, though.
Hey, good. So we need
to know, but, you know, I did ask.
There's always going to be no. If everybody said yes to everything, the world would be like a mess right now. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah. But we have to ask everybody, because people who are in the Facebook parties, they're friends with each other. They're talking to each other. And if somebody says, "Well, she didn't ask me," how is that going to go down?
Right.
Now that's happening online somewhere, and we don't even know, and we may have really offended somebody. Yeah. And the person we asked may be like, "Well, I don't think I want to work with this person." There's all kinds of things that we don't know. So we always ask every single person every single time. Now, here's the cool thing. It's not rocket science, okay? So the first place we start is with our hosts. And I've posted this before, and I'll post it again. This comes from Claudia Bazar. She and her team are a national executive director team, which means they're the tops. They've got, I don't know, hundreds of people on their team. She's got, I think, like 30 different directors of different levels. So they know what they're doing. It's very, very simple. But when you implement it, it works. Because if people are hosting a party, do you think they like Pampered Chef?
Well, yeah.
Obviously, duh, right?
Yeah.
So most consultants are past hosts. It just makes sense. So the first people we ask are our hosts, right?
Okay.
And we're going to ask them 5 times. And when you see the outline, if you haven't seen it yet, it's not what it sounds like. It's not, do you want to try it? Do you want to try it? It's not that. Okay. It's actually asking once or twice, but then it's planting some seeds, it's sharing a little bit of information, and it's done very, very well. So when you do that with every single host, you are going to have people who join. Because human nature, when people ask us to do something, we typically are like, no, I don't think so. Just because life is busy and we just, we kind of put a wall up. But if somebody says, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? You say, no, I don't think so. You sure? We're going to go to here. Yeah, all right, I'll go. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah.
All the time? You know what I mean? If we stop and think about it, a lot of times you're like, yeah, you know what? Actually, I do want to try that. Or yeah, I do want to go there. So we need to give our host the exact same opportunity to have a second to think about it. Okay? So the first one we talk to is our host. And then if you're doing an in-person or virtual party, it doesn't matter. We're asking each person. Now, one of the things that I find is kind of a perk about doing a virtual party over an in-person party is the in-person party, we do a full service checkout. So that means they send us their order on the phone, we sit down and we talk to them, we confirm everything with them. We get a chance to talk to each person. But if somebody isn't ordering at an in-person party, it can be difficult to have a conversation with them. You can get them to do the door prize drawing slips. You'll be able to follow up with them, but you're not always able to say, hey, come over, sit down and talk to me for a second. Sometimes you can.
Yeah.
What I love about the virtual parties is you can message them. When you see somebody in a party who's answering questions and super active, just send them a message, okay? And I will send you some of the wording that I use. And again, it's very simple. It's like, oh my God, you're such a natural at this. You're so much fun in the party. You would be great doing what I do. Are you in the market for some extra income?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really it. Okay. Worst case, what do they say?
No.
But you complimented them. You know what I mean? That's the worst thing that happens is they say, oh, you're sweet, but no thanks, it's not for me.
Right.
And we'll talk a little bit more how to, because you're going to ask some questions too, because sometimes people say no, but it's not like a definite no. It's, yeah, you know what, it'd be fun, but I don't think I have time, or I'm not a salesperson, or I'm not whatever. What they're saying is that they do have an interest. They just don't think they're going to be successful at it.
Right.
Okay. If somebody says, absolutely not, it's not for me, okay. If that changes, let me know. Who do you know who might be looking for some extra money right now? Okay, so if it's a definite no, you ask for a referral. If they're like, if they say, you're in the market for some extra income, yeah, but you know what, I don't think this is for me. Okay, I'm just curious. Why do you say that? Like, what is it about it that doesn't seem like it would be a good fit for you? Keep talking.
Yeah.
Because whatever is a hang up in their mind, we might be able to help them with. Okay? And the simplest way to help somebody, and I learned this a long time ago, and it's not just for business, it's in any part of life, it's feel, felt, found. Okay? So let's say somebody says, oh, you know what, thanks, but I really don't think I have time. Oh, tell me about your life. It sounds like you must be busy. What do you have going on? Yeah, well, I work full time. I've got 2 kids, and they're always in all these activities, and on the weekends, we're just crazy busy doing, sports and trying to just get errands done. I just really don't feel like I have any time. First thing you want to do is say, I totally know how you feel. Because if somebody is saying something is an obstacle for them, the worst thing to do is blow past it and be like, oh, no, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Put it this way. So, Cheryl, you're just talking about your thumb hurts. If I said, oh, God, it'll be fine, don't worry about it. How would you have felt?
Like, gee, how insensitive,
Exactly. Okay. Nobody wants to be dismissed. Nobody wants to feel like their opinions don't matter. So we want to make sure that we stop and acknowledge, oh my God, I totally get that. You know what? My kids are a little bit older now, but I absolutely know those Saturdays I would have kids with 2 games, 2 different fields within 15 minutes of each other. Relate in however you can. And if it's not something you personally can relate to, you can still say, oh my God, I totally know how you feel.
No.
My cousin does this, or my friend is like that.
10
You're
minutes.
able to acknowledge how they feel. Okay?
Yeah.
And then the next part is feel and then felt. You know what? I've got some friends, or I've got some people on the team felt the exact same way. But what they found is that online parties are super easy because it only takes a couple of minutes a day. Do you spend time on Facebook at all each day?
Yeah.
And then they're going to say, yeah, I do. Say, okay, so what if you can make some money instead of just idly scrolling? Okay, so that is the beauty of the feel, felt, found, because we actually get to talk to them. All right. So if they're, oh my God, I'm just way too busy, ask them what they're busy doing. Now ask them to share a little bit. People love to talk about themselves. I do. Everybody does. You know what I mean? So ask them a little bit about whatever the objection is. Oh, you know what? I don't know enough people. Oh, did you, tell me a little bit more about that? What do you do for work? I'm too busy, or I'm not a salesperson. Oh, I totally get that. What do you feel like a salesperson is? Ask them a question. And then feel, felt, found. I totally know how you feel because we got people on the team felt the same way, or I felt the same way when I started. What I found is I was able to tuck it in here and there. I had 5 minutes at night when I was sitting on the couch not doing anything, so I found time to do it.
Right.
Okay, feel, felt, found. So that's what we want to be doing. Now, how do you know? I mean, we want to be asking everybody, but we all know that there are some people who are going to stand out more than others. So what are the people, what kind of things would you be looking for, like in a virtual party? Who would jump out to you as somebody who would probably be interested and probably be a good candidate for trying this out? What would you be looking for?
Wow. Like the person that I asked, I know she posts her cooking stuff all the time, recipes that she's making all the time on Facebook. Somebody that definitely likes to cook, say, oh, and, has a lot of our products, but it really truly enjoys, comments about how much they love this. And
absolutely. Whether it's virtual or in person, like I said, we're asking everybody, but the people that you're really going to be keeping an eye out for are the people who are always commenting, oh my God, I have this, I love it. If you're at an in-person party, they're right in and they love showing people. They say, okay, can you show them how to use the garlic press? Oh my God, and then they start talking about it. In the virtual parties, these are the people who are posting, oh my God, I have this, I love this, I wish I had this. The people who are most engaged. Those are going to be your biggest flags. That's what we're looking for. What I can tell you is not everybody who loves to cook is going to be a lead. There are people who hate to cook and do this to learn how to cook. Okay?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be somebody who loves to cook. It doesn't have to be somebody who's super social. It doesn't have to be anybody. It can literally be anyone. Okay? But when we are looking for people who are engaged and excited and sharing. We're going to make sure we ask them right away. But by the end of the party, whether it's in person or virtual, we are asking every single person because you never know.
Right.
If it's an in-person party, they may have just had the worst day. Their kid may have just gotten hurt on the ball field. They might have had to put an animal down, but they're still there. They might have had the worst day and they're just not super bubbly that night. It doesn't mean that they may not be interested. We don't have any idea what's going on in somebody's life. That's why we have to ask everybody. It's the only way to know. Okay? So whether it's, and here's the cool thing, all of that, the feel, felt, found, and kind of working through some of the objections, that skill is the exact same for booking parties. Okay? So when we're booking parties, when we're reaching out to people, somebody says, oh, I'd love to, but you know what, I don't really know a lot of people. What do you say?
Sometimes more people than you actually think you do. Start making a list, and
same thing. I totally
know people, and
yeah, it's going to be the same thing. I totally know how you feel. You know what? When I started, I felt like I didn't know enough people, but what I found is exactly what you just said.
Okay.
Facebook is great because you don't have to be best friends with people to chat with them. So most people have a few hundred Facebook friends, and it gives you this great opportunity to reach out to people. Okay, so it's whether it's booking or recruiting, it's the same thing. So when somebody says, nope, absolutely not for me, I'm never hosting a party, okay, if that ever changes, let me know. Do you know anybody who loves Pampered Chef? Okay. If they say, oh, you know what, I'd love to, but it's not the right time. I'd love to, but whatever. They're telling you. They actually do want to. They just don't think that this thing is going to let them do it.
Uh-huh.
We need to find out what this thing is. What's the block in their mind? Okay, if their family member is getting married next week, yeah, it's probably not the right time for them.
Right.
But 3 weeks later or 2 weeks after the wedding, it might be. So just because somebody says, oh, you know what, I'd love to, but just now isn't the time. Find out when's a better time. You say, oh my God, I totally get that. You have something major going on right now. What's going on? And just be a person, have a conversation. And if they say getting married, big promotion, buying a house, those are major life things. Say, oh my God, I totally get that. That's so exciting, whatever. How about I follow up with you? Pick a date 2 weeks after or whatever. And then you follow up with them. Okay. Same thing, whether it's recruiting or booking a party, it's the same thing. Feel, felt, found. Totally know how you feel. People have to be heard. If we want to continue a conversation, we have to hear what they're saying, and they have to know that we're hearing it. We have to acknowledge them. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Felt, found. And when we do that, we are absolutely going to have people give Pampered Chef a try. We are absolutely going to have people hosting parties. Guaranteed. Okay? And it's reaching out to enough people. It's always that enough. Okay? So, for booking virtual parties, the rule of thumb is you want to be reaching out to 30 people a day. Cool thing is, whether it's in-person or virtual party, copy and paste. Okay, you're going to change the name, or it could just even be, hey, how are you? You don't even have to change the name, right?
Yep.
But it's reaching out to enough people on a regular basis. So those of you who've been around for a little while can testify that what we do in our business, we will see some results immediately, but some of the results will happen 30, 60, and 90 days later. Okay? Ask any consultant in any group that you're in, hey, my director said this, is this true? They're going to say absolutely. Okay? So for example, the Halloween, like the cookie mold challenge that we did, okay? It's a not right now, but now they know you have it, and now you've made this connection. And I can't tell you how many times I've just had random orders show up, and I feel like I didn't do anything, but of course I did, or they wouldn't know.
Right.
Maybe I just don't remember because it's something I posted 2 months ago. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So knowing that whatever we do has a positive impact makes a difference. Sometimes you see the results immediately. Sometimes it's further down the road. But it is always going to show up. We can't always track back to, oh, this one was from this day. Sometimes we can, but sometimes we can't. Knowing that you are going through the steps, that is going to guarantee you your success. Okay? So 30 people every day. And then in your parties, hold on, my dog is trying to eat my cat. Not really, but we got a German Shepherd trying to play with a kitten, so.
Oh, yeah.
We want to make sure that we're booking at least 2 parties from every party. Any idea why? So one is to replace the party that you just had on your calendar.
Yeah.
And the other one is to grow your business. Okay? And the way I always think of it is, as soon as I book a party, I'm working for the host. And I want to make sure that I do the best damn job I can for that host. And to me, that means working for at least $1,000 party and working for at least 2, if not 3 bookings from that party. Because then the host is getting $215 in free products and 5 half-price items and a 30% discount, and then a half-price item at each one of those parties booked from the party. And making sure that your host knows that as part of your host coaching is huge.
Yeah.
Because, when you've got all this free stuff, you've got half-price items, that's great, but not everybody can just write a check for $800. Some people can, but most of us can't.
Right.
They can spread those half-price items out over a few months, over a few paychecks. It has a much bigger value to most people. Okay? So at their party, like, all right, I'm going to get the quick cooker and the blender right now. That's hundreds of dollars right there. Okay?
Right.
But you know what? I really want to get this. So give me a month or two and I can save up before my friend's party. Now it's got huge value because now I got the blender, I got the quick cooker, and I was able to get the rock crock slow cooker stand. I got them all at half price. That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay. So at least 2 parties from every party. And rebook your host. Hold on, now my kitten is going to try to shut off my computer. Hosts can book off of themselves. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. So the half price thing, the future party pick goes for 6 months. As long as the party is booked, dated within 6 months of when the party closes, it counts. Our new catalogs come out every 6 months. There's a method to their madness.
Yeah.
The host can book off of him or herself. So Cheryl, let's say you host a party October 1st. You can host it again 6 months later with the new catalog, and you will get an extra half price item. Make sure your hosts know that, because a lot of people want to do more than one party.
Right.
Okay. So you host rebooked, and then you book 2 more, and now your host has 3 half price items. How happy is your host, and how happy are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every single time. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So biggest things to take away from the training is it's the anniversary year, and we want to make sure, month rather, we want to make sure we celebrate that in every way possible. So there's going to be a special bonus when the team is green by the 15th. So when we have everybody, when we hit director team requirements by the 15th, everybody who is personally active by that time is green. We're going to have separate promotions for that. Make sure that you are doing what is needed to get to the goals you want. So for some people, it's going to be doing 4 parties a week. For some people, it's going to be doing 6 parties a week. For some people, it might be doing 1 or 2 a week. But the point is, know your goal and do the work associated with it. One of my favorite quotes is, you never change the goal. You may need to change the timeline, but you never, ever, ever, ever give up on your goal. Okay? The only way we fail is when we stop trying. That's the only way. So I have a question for you. And whether you're watching the video or whether it's Cheryl, stop and think, close your eyes, sometimes that helps. But if you could give your family any gift between now and the end of the year, what would that gift be? Stop and think for a second. And share if you want to, and don't if you don't want to, and that's okay. But what would that gift be? Would it be a special present for the holidays? Would it be a trip? Would it be something special in the house? What would you love to give your family? Because what I can tell you is, whatever it is, we can tailor your business to get there. If it's a big goal, it will be more work to get to a bigger goal, but it's possible. Would it be a bill-free Christmas? Everything in cash. We can do that. Okay? Is it, I want us to have a snowblower this year? We can do that. What would you love to have by the end of the year? And we can make it happen. So dream big. It's okay to be a little scared and think, oh my God, there's no way we could do it. Well, there probably is. So stop and think, and then we're going to help you get there. Because when we are asking every single host every time, and we're asking 39 people this month to try this out, when we're reaching out to 30 people a day to book parties, when they see the host specials, when they see all the amazing things going on, it is possible. And Enrichables just started today too. Do you know how Do you know how easy it is to do a subscription? Here, I'm going to share my screen again. Hold on, let me just find it. Let me get back to it. Okay. And sharing my screen. Okay. Let me move us back over here. Okay. So it says subscriptions. Click on subscriptions. Come on, puppies.
Bean.
And this is it. Okay. So obviously there's no subscribers yet because it just started. So look, create order. Oh my God, that's so hard.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You put in all their information, you hit submit, you click what exactly, I'm not obviously going to start one right now, but you put in whatever they want it for, and that's it. Okay? It's that simple. All right? So enrichables are a way that will help boost your personal business every month. Oops, sorry, hold on, wrong thing. Because it's exactly what it sounds like, a subscription, okay? So $20 a month for one subscription. Let's say you get five subscriptions a month. It's $100 in orders that you're not even thinking about, okay?
Yeah.
And then you get 5 next month and 5 next month. And then we know some of them are going to drop off, but the numbers that they showed us at National Conference, it's staggering. Subscriptions are huge. And the great thing about enrichables is it's not meant to be like a meal replacement. It's not meant to be like a meal in a packet. It is a boost.
Yeah.
Your dishes more nutritious. Have you gotten any yet to try, Cheryl?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I want to try the protein ones though.
Absolutely order them. You got to try them because the cool thing is they go into anything. And it's exactly what it says. And this is what I loved from the beginning. We're not trying to play in a market that's not ours. We're not trying to be like, protein shakes, blah, blah, no. We're still playing in our own market. Your dishes, more nutritious. This is for the regular family. This isn't for the bodybuilders, and absolutely they can use it if they want to, but this is for a regular family who wants to make pizza for dinner or pasta. They've got a mac and cheese dish that everybody loves. They're doing burgers one night. These are for regular meals in a regular kitchen. It's a boost that you can use at every single meal, and it makes a huge impact on families' lives because a lot of kids don't like to eat vegetables. I love them.
Right.
I wouldn't eat one single vegetable as a kid. You know what I mean? So
I got lucky with my kids. My kids love vegetables, so.
And you know
my
what?
kids did not.
But everyone's got picky eaters. There's always a place where we can be better with our diet. And this is.
I told my daughter's boyfriend it would be good for him because he can't have gluten. He can't have eggs. He can't have. The only thing that he's found so far for meat that he can have is like ham and Spam and chorizo.
Yeah.
Other than that, he can't have meat. It's like,
so. Yeah, so this is a boost. This is something that he can add into just about anything. So even if you don't have them yet, if you haven't tried them, there's an Enrichables Facebook group, okay, for Pampered Chef Consultants. Get into that. If you're not in it, you can't find it, let me know. But the great thing about that is you're going to hear all these different recipes that people have tried. You'll get to see firsthand, this was great, this was great, this was great. So as you're talking to people, you can share pictures and be like, oh, my friend did this, my friend did this. You know what I mean?
I saw a cool story about somebody with their quick cooker. Their husband is a truck driver, and he takes it on the road with him.
Oh, that's amazing.
And they have some kind of a converter or something that he can hook it up to, and he uses the quick cooker on the road.
That's amazing. And so I'm guessing on the road, he probably doesn't have like a fridge to store all kinds of veggies. So how would the kale and fiber thing be?
Right.
That would be perfect,
Yep.
So enrichables are an amazing, amazing resource for the first simple reason of it gives us, we can help people. We can help people get that added nutrition in without having to upend their family's meal routine.
Right.
And subscriptions are things that we don't have to think about. We can add subscriptions every month. Sorry, Coco's being Coco. And it's something that's going to continue to build month to month, month over month. The numbers really start to add up. So get into the Facebook group if you're not. Order them if you haven't yet. And start sharing about it right away. And you don't have to know every answer. You don't really have to know any answers to share it.
Right.
post about it, start sharing about it. Again, the Facebook group has a bunch of really great ideas in there, and you can find out what people are using it for, and that's going to be a great way that you can go help somebody.
Right.
Sound good?
Yep.
All right, so any questions on everything we covered? I'm going to be sharing, I'll be posting things. It probably won't all be posted until tomorrow, but everything we talked about, I'll post. But any questions on anything right off the bat?
Nope.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Cheryl, and thank you everybody who's watching the recording. And I'm so sorry about last night, but I was in bed by 8 o'clock. So. But, all right, so we've got the 39th anniversary of this month. We're going to make this an amazing month. We're going to each be asking at least 39 people. We're going to have Director Team Green by the 15th. We're going to have a bunch of fun things going on for everybody who's green by the 15th, because the first party ever in Pampered Chef history was October 15th, 1980. So we are going to have some fun with this.
And 15 is my lucky number.
I love it. Even better. Woo!
Both my girls were born on the 15th. And my cat was born on the 15th.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. That is amazing. All right, so this is absolutely Cheryl's month then. No question.
I hope so.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.